going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at it again with another. I feel like every day we're buying a lot of cars, guys. We're buying a lot of cars. And today is no exception. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, and I bought this car because you guys voted for it. This is the first car I have ever bought using my viewers' input as the reason. So I listened to you. I posted a few other cars that I could have chosen from, and honestly, they were all cheaper, which is why I probably would have really preferred some of the other ones. But you guys wanted to see the Pontiac GTO on the channel, so I did it. I went out. I don't know anything about this car. Let me tell you something. I didn't test drive it. Nothing. I just bought it. The dude was asking what seemed to me to be like a ridiculously low price for the car. He wanted $18,995. I tried to talk him down on the price. He wouldn't budge. I offered him $15,000. He said no. I offered him $17,500. He said no. He would not take a penny less than $18,995. So I started looking around for other ones. And guys, these cars are going for $40,000, $50,000 all day long. And I said, you know what? I want a GTO. You wanted to see a GTO on the channel. Well, we got a GTO on the channel. I paid $18,995. Yes, honestly, he wasn't a dealer either. I really paid $18,995 to an individual. That's what he wanted. That was his price. We're going to start off with, it's got a 350 under the hood. I'm certain that's going to be a 4-barrel carburetor. I guess we could take it off to find out, but honestly, I don't really feel like it. And you'll see, we got a guest over here, Austin Carr, and look where we're at. We're at Interstate Batteries, because the battery was in this. You said it was the right one, right? That came in this?
Absolutely wrong size.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely the wrong size. This is the battery that came out of it.
Should be in a Ford or a Dodge truck.
Yeah, and this is the battery he put into it. He gave it to me for free.
Yep. I love giving free batteries away.
Yeah, that's a lie. No. How much is that battery? Just out of curiosity.
167.
Jeez, man.
We can work on it.
I just bought the car, Austin.
Hey, you'll have a nice fresh battery.
Man. So what do you think of the GTO, man?
She don't look that bad. She looks really good.
I know it's not going to come out on camera, but the paint has this.
Flake. There's
flake.
A flake in it.
It's got metallic flake, and it is beautiful. The car is very dirty. The gentleman I bought it from doesn't drive it. It's been sitting in his barn for a very, very long time. Yeah, we could almost call it a barn find. It's been sitting in his barn so long. Take a look at the dust.
Wow.
I mean, look at that. Look, it's so sad. So sad to see a car like this just sitting in a barn. So he's happy that I bought it because he's not really using it, and you know, he got some money, and I'm happy because you know I'm going to use it. I'm definitely going to use it. You got the Body by Fisher seals right there. You got the GTO on the door. You got the GTO over here on the dash. Another GTO on the door over there. You've got the floor shifter, right? You got that wood wheel. It's beautiful. It's not perfect. I'm not going to come out and try to pretend like we bought a perfect condition GTO for $18,999. No, it's not perfect. The paint isn't perfect, although on video I'm sure it's going to come out looking super, super clean.
It still doesn't look that bad.
No, in person it's really not that bad, but there are some places that honestly will probably end up needing to repaint the car. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go back with a metallic flake or not. Also, these tires, do these tires look small to you, Austin? They look tiny.
They do look kind of small.
They look really tiny.
I wonder if that's what should be on there.
I feel like I don't feel like those are the right size tires. That says GTO 6.5 liter. Huh?
All right, I don't know if that makes sense.
6.5 liter. What? I was told this is a 5.7. This is a 350. Okay, please tell me that this does not just have like GTO badges on it, right? Right?
I don't know,
please tell me this is. Okay. That right there is a little concerning. I didn't see that. I did not catch that. I thought that was like a factory badge. Someone's going to have to comment below 6.5 liter. The guy told me this was a 350. This is a 5.7 350. Well, hell, take a look at the motor, guys. Can any of you tell what this is? I don't know. I mean, a 350 and a 400 look about the same, but a 6.5 liter. That's what, a 427? No. A 427 is a Ford motor, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Oh, Lord, I'm lost.
Remember.
This is why I shouldn't be out buying classic cars. I don't know enough about them to know what's, you know. Well, I'm sticking with, does this one say the same thing?
It does say the same thing.
Oh, look, and it's got overspray on it. It's got overspray on the
emblem.
Huh. Okay, well, I'm starting to feel a little nervous now. It's not every day I go and take that kind of money out of the bank for a car. So you got to walk this hood down. You got to kind of push it a little bit and then walk her down. Otherwise, you'll end up bending the dang thing. And 9 times out of 10, you got to come over and push these sides down too. Overall, I'm going to say the car looks really good. The car looks really good. It's definitely not perfect, but we didn't pay a perfect price for it. You'll notice the convertible top is down and it's 300 degrees. Why is that? Well, the top does work. Let me see. It's got the key in it. We'll put the top up. Can you hold this for me, Austin?
Yes, I can.
We'll put the top up real quick. Ugh. Ooh, boy. Ow. Listen to that.
Starts right up.
Sounds a little quiet, though. Just a little on the quiet side. Wait, how do you put the...
I heard it move.
All right, so I may have popped the fuse maybe or something. There's that switch is a 3-position switch. Up, off, down. I had it held in the up position. I just left it sitting in the up position. So it had been sitting there probably trying to
do something.
Yeah, or I had it in the, I don't remember. Either way, I'm gonna have to message the guy and be like, hey, how do you put the top up? I don't know. Goodness, did I really mess up here, guys? I don't know. For the price, you got to expect there's going to be some imperfections. There's going to be some things that need to be done. I am going to do a little more research into this car, though, once I get back to the house. I probably should have done a little more research before I bought the car. Right now, I am going to let Austin take her for a spin because I didn't test drive this car. So I have no idea. I have driven it. I purchased it from the bank right across the street over there, and I drove it to Austin's shop right here, just across the street. So we're gonna find out here in just a second if this car is okay or not, and I'm gonna really, really hope that she is. Here we got Austin Carr taking it out for a spin. Link down below to Austin Carr's channel, guys. We'd appreciate if you go over there and subscribe to him.
Oh, this is nice.
Show him some love over there. And look, you are the first person to drive this car.
Well,
that's how much I appreciate you. He's always helping us out over here, guys. So I drove it literally from this building right here, right across the street to his shop. So I haven't even driven it. I didn't test drive it. So I'm hoping that Austin's got good things to say about it here.
Brakes are good.
And you know, I think it's 4-wheel drum brakes too. It feels good.
Oh, it feels great.
Oh, it's a boat, isn't it?
It's an old car.
A big old boat, man. Look, you can do this. What do they say? The top goes down, the price goes up?
Yes.
Well, thankfully, the top don't go back up on this one, so that's got to be worth a little extra.
Price says down.
Does the speedometer work? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It actually rides without clunking and clanking and rattling.
Yeah.
It's not too much. Not too much.
It's not. It's nice.
Yeah.
For an old classic car, it is nice.
And for the price.
There's a little bit of walking in the steering, but again, I think this is a power steering.
Yes, power steering.
Oh, she likes to pull to the right.
I saw that. So you hit the brakes, it pulls a little bit to the right. So we may need to give her a bleed and see if that fixes it. If not, maybe looking into wheel cylinders. Man, put an exhaust on it, she'd be pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's just too quiet. It's a cruiser is what it is.
It is a cruiser.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind sitting in this and
going cross country.
yeah, I
You're like,
could probably go, I just need to make sure the AC works. Then we can go cross country.
Well, the AC comes on. Unfortunately, it only blows out hot air.
I need to be either refilled or something. I don't
Let me
know.
try that again. So we got an air compressor switch right here. It's all the way on cool. There's the air conditioning. Actually, it quit blowing. I'll bet I blew a fuse, dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I'm telling you, just a little while ago, the blower motor was working. And now the blower motor doesn't work and the convertible top doesn't go up.
Yep. Sounds like either a fuse or something might have gotten tripped.
I broke it. I broke my car already. There's some nice houses out here, man.
Oh man.
Wow.
Norman, west side of Norman. That's where it's at.
Hey, you know what I forgot? We got air conditioning right here, man.
Oh.
Yes, wing windows. That's what those are for, guys. I love this car, dude.
This car is very nice.
I really do. Like, I am really, really digging this ride. Temperature's good. We got some gauges down here. Looks like we got oil pressure is almost 60. And we're not even smashing on it or nothing. I don't know what that is. Is that battery or no? I don't know what that is.
I do not know what that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that's vacuum. And then we got temperature over there sitting about 180. Yeah, guys. Woo! Yeah, I could ride this thing all day. It's really not that hot when you're moving.
No.
And with these wing windows right here,
Perfect.
pointed at you, it just blasts air right on you, man. It feels great.
It does feel amazing.
Feels great. We need that song. It feels good.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're gonna cruise around a little bit, and yeah, we'll reconvene here in just a few minutes. Well, Austin, what'd you think?
For an old car, perfect. In
Yeah.
my opinion, it's perfect. Now, for other people, I'm sure they'd be like, oh, this, that, another. And it's
Tire
just like,
kickers.
you know what? This is enjoyable.
Yeah.
Enjoyable. People were looking.
Oh yeah.
People were looking.
Yeah. Because you don't see these things.
No.
Like, we need to pop the trunk. I don't. Maybe the trunk is rusted out. I didn't check the trunk. Oh, you know what? People are about to look at this car and be like, wait a minute. Is the top up? Yeah. It just started working. Did it not?
It just started working.
And the blower works now. So we know that the blower and the top must be somehow on like the same type of fuse. Let's pop the trunk and see how bad it is in here.
I think these are what, like,
Oh,
okay, 4-body trunk.
okay.
It's not bad.
A fire extinguisher, dude. Has it got a charge? It does.
Yeah, nice full charge.
Wow.
It looks like this was like
This
Linex.
was, yes. Look at this. This trunk is in excellent shape.
I'd almost bet that this trunk was either replaced and then Linexed over,
Yeah.
or it was still in really good condition and they wanted to keep it that way.
Yeah. Look, you got a sticker here. I'm not sure how they worked that because you can see this was painted. There's a lot of orange peel all over this.
Yeah.
So it's been painted, obviously. If they still managed to get the old sticker back on it there.
Yeah.
It's even got a trunk light. Look, it lights up. Look at this.
Wow.
Here's the button for it. I love this car,
This
dude.
is pretty good. 'cause
I love
even,
it.
Even in my grandfather's GTO, it's got rust spots from the rear window. It's a notorious place for it to rust
Yeah.
out. So here, that corner over there,
Yeah.
and it comes right through the back window. Now this one doesn't have it because it's a
It's a convertible.
convertible. So
And the weather stripping's good back here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really decent, man. It's not perfect. You're not going to win any concourse shows with it or anything. In fact, it may not even win any car shows, but I think it's still a beautiful old car. And I don't think I got a bad price. I just don't. I think $18,995 for a 68 GTO convertible. It runs and drives absolutely excellent. And I think it looks great. It looks great. It may need a few things, but it looks great. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I have no way home. I literally came down here with a bag with my cell phone and camera, my fiance, and I went to the bank and pulled out the money, and this is my ride home because I Ubered down here. So this car has to make it home. If it doesn't, we are literally gonna be stranded on the side of the road. We have absolutely no one behind us, no one to help us. We'll be stuck. So let's get on the road and see if she makes it. Well, if that's not a beautiful picture right there, I don't know what is. We got the 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat wide body sitting next to the 1968 Pontiac GTO, although I may have some bad news on the GTO. I was posting some pictures on Instagram, and I'm real proud of my new car, right? And I had several people get a hold of me, and they said, while it is a beautiful car, it is not a GTO. They're saying it is a Le Mans. And then they tell me there are some things you got to look for that really distinguish a Le Mans from a GTO. They are the same car. There's just a couple things that are a little bit different. And unfortunately, it looks like this is not a real GTO. First of all, it's got a chrome front end. Well, remember earlier when I said, you know what, I think it might look good if you painted the front and back bumpers to match the paint? Yeah, that would look really good, I think. Well, as it turns out, a real GTO would have had that painted front bumper. It's called an Enduro, I think. Enduro bumper? That's not all. There's another thing. You see this hood? A real GTO is supposed to have hood scoops. This one doesn't. So at the end of the day, it looks like I got ripped off. Or did I? I'm gonna let you guys do the commenting. Tell me what you think. Did I get ripped off? Because let's be real, if this was a legitimate GTO, there's no way in hell you would have picked this car up for $18,995. There's not. There's no way. So I don't feel like I got gypped on the deal. It says GTO all over it. To me, the guy that doesn't know any better, yeah, I thought this was a GTO. But it's looking like it's actually a Pontiac Le Mans. I'm going to find out for sure. There is a slim possibility, okay? The car is very old. Perhaps at one point it had been in a wreck, right? It could have had a front-end collision. And instead of going back with the more expensive hood and the more expensive bumper, they just went back with one from a Le Mans. The same thing with the grille, right? It's possible. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. We will come back in another video. And I'm going to find out for sure because I can send this VIN number to, like, there's this website called like PSO, something like that. It's like $80 or whatever. You send them the VIN number and they will send you all the factory information for the car, including like the like a window sticker and all that cool stuff. It'll tell you everything about the car, and we'll find out 100% then. The speedometer is 10 miles an hour off. So these tires are absolutely the wrong side. I knew they were. I could look at them and tell. They're also so dirty. They're so dirty. I think what I'm going to do is pull out some tire cleaner. I think I'm going to clean these up real quick, make them look a little better. In fact, we'll probably change the wheels too. It looks like it was curbed underneath the beauty rings. These say PMD. I'm guessing that's Pontiac Motor Division. These wheels may be worth money. I have no idea. The tire size is 215/60/14 on the back. 215/60/14, and on the front they are 215/60/14 as well. And that tire right there is a little low. That center cap is not red like the other one is. I'll probably go to TireRack.com, find a new set of wheels and tires for this as well. The more I look at this car, honestly, the more I love it. You have to remember when you're buying a car, it's never going to look better than when you first see it. At least that's the way it's supposed to be. Cars age and then you get rid of them. With something like this, it came to me, honestly, very dirty. It's extremely dirty everywhere. The wheels, the tires, the seats. So I think the best part of it is if I loved it when I first saw it, I'm going to love it even more as we put it back together and make it look a lot better. Of course, we've got the Hellcat sitting next to it, man. Just for a little bit of contrast, I think it's good to take a look at something new. You're talking about 797 horsepower from this red eye right here. This is a beautiful wide body, but when you run it up next to this, you look at this old school engine, right? It's just an old, it's tired, right? It's outdated. No, it's not, man. It's classic. It's classic. And while this doesn't have near the speed or the power of that, There's just something about having one of these and driving it around that is so much fun and enjoyable. It's not always about being able to do 210 miles an hour or whatever the top speed is. It's not always about 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. Sometimes it's more about enjoying the ride. Maybe that's just me getting old. I don't know. You guys comment below and tell me. Everything under the hood honestly looks, as far as I can tell, everything looks stock. The only real complaint that I have with the car currently is the exhaust is way too quiet. I would like to fix that. It does pull to the right a little bit when you hit the brakes, and I think I see the master cylinder leaking. So you can see right there, I think down, oh, maybe you can't see, I don't know. Right down there, looks like the master cylinder is leaking a little bit, so we're definitely gonna need to replace the master cylinder. The air conditioning, although you can turn it on, it only blows super hot air. So I don't know if the blend door is not properly hooked up or something. That's definitely something I'm gonna need to look into. And underneath the driver's footwell, you can feel hot air just blowing on the highway, man. I mean, it burns your feet off. These are old school car problems. Old school car problems. Somewhere under here, we have a lot of air getting blown in, and we got to get that figured out, because that's not going to work. That's not going to work. And I would like to get the AC fixed. Also, as you saw, the top is not in perfect condition. Let's go ahead and fire this up, and then we'll kind of compare it to the exhaust note on the Hellcat. I really do want to get some louder exhaust on this. I'm a big fan of loud exhaust. Come back here and listen to it. She sounds pretty good. Let's set the camera down and give it a rev. All right, now let's listen to the Hellcat. Definitely a slight difference between these two cars, right? Obviously, this car made it back just fine. We took it on the highway. We had no issues. Operating temperature is good. She's sitting at just over 180. Oil pressure is sitting just under 50, about 48 psi of oil pressure at idle. So I'm gonna say that's real good. Windshield wipers work, lights work, signals work, all that stuff. Radio does not work. That's something I'd like to get taken care of as well. Beautiful wood steering wheel right here. Check out this this top. Let's turn you around. You can see the power top actually working in action here. She needs a new top. Yeah, I'll be straight up with you on that. She needs a new top. Come over here and doing this one-handed, man, is it's hard. That green belt, man, that's the belt that means business right there. You got a green belt, that's money. That's money. There she is with her top back on. Beautiful car, and I think we will go back with a white top. But as you can see, she's dry, she's splitting. Look right here, that's pretty rough. It's definitely cracked back here, and we do have that bonnet cover, that boot cover, the parade cover, whatever. It's back there. We do have that. That's a glass window. The seams are starting to separate a little bit right here too. So probably just best to get this replaced, this whole thing replaced, weather stripping and all. I'll have to call around and get some quotes on that. But I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna break out the hose. I'm gonna clean these tires up, man. And then I'm gonna get on a tire rack and try to find some that look a little bit better than this. I mean, look at these things, and they look awful. They look awful. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not right. Let's fix that right now. Well, it's been a little while. I had to let it cool down out here, guys. It was just too daggum hot. I took the car to the car wash, and I did my best to clean her up. She looks a heck of a lot better. Tell me what you think. And I know I said we're going to do those wheels, right? You're probably sitting going, what about the wheels? Well, here they are. Unfortunately, that's as good as I could get them. The white letters are more of a, you know, yellow, kind of an aged look. I don't know what the date code is, on those, but yeah, whatever. I think they look decent. Now, I did a little research and I found out these are supposed to be 15s, right? So the wheels themselves are one size too small. The fronts are supposed to be 215 60 15s, and it said they're 215 60 14s. That's why they look so small. On the back, I think we're going to go with 255 60 15s on the rear. A little extra width, not depth, not tall, width, side to side there. Give it a little extra meat on the back, and I also think I'm going to replace these wheels. Somebody did a lot of touch up on these, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. If you look, you see that's gray, right? That's all, somebody hand painted that. I mean, it looks all right, but upon further inspection, it's pretty rough. I'll probably keep one as a spare, or maybe I'll sell one. Hell, I don't know. Look at that though, man. Look at that. This one right here is black. See, the other ones are gray. That one's black. That one's gray as well. So, yeah, she needs a little bit of love, guys. She does. We'll get her all cleaned up. We'll come back in another video, and you know, we'll see what we can get done with her. She needs quite a bit. She's not perfect, but I didn't pay a perfect price for it. I have it tagged now and insured. This one is in my name, if that tells you anything. I actually put this in my name. For an entire year, I was impressed. I got comp and collision, no deductibles. Of course, I went through Haggerty. Haggerty is awesome. I use them for any of my collectible or classic cars. Got my Snake license plate right there, the Snake. Yes, sir. And it was $240 with no deductibles for 12 months. 12 months. I'm going to pop this hood real quick because I am curious about something. I want to know if this car has a 2-barrel or 4-barrel. Apparently, if this is the factory engine, and I believe it is, the 4-barrel was something like 320, 330 horsepower and like 380 or 420 pound-feet of torque. That's a big difference, but something like that. And I want to know if it's got a 2 or 4-barrel. So let's pop the hood. Let's find out. Well, the good news, it's a 4-barrel and it's a Holly. I'll tell you what, guys, this engine looks very, very stock. Very stock. I'm going to pull the dipstick out here. Let's take a look at the oil, see what it looks like. Ooh, it's definitely a little, I don't know how well that comes out on camera. It's definitely not the worst, but you can see that right there. Yuck. Yeah, she's a little dirty, and I know it's not running, so checking the trans fluid. We're not going to be able to check the level, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to check the condition of the fluid, try to get an idea of what we need to replace. And in this car's case, it may be just best to kind of replace everything. Let's put this on the rag right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's kind of pink. That's what you want, right? You can see the pink on the rag there. Yeah, okay. So trans fluid looks good. The oil could definitely stand to be changed. And one of the things I think is a little interesting here, I'm going to pick you guys up and carry you over the engine bay. Take a look at this distributor and tell me if something looks a little wrong to you. Okay, it is an Excel, right? An HEI super coil distributor. But isn't it on backwards? Isn't that 180 out? It's got what appears to be relatively new plug wires. The spark plugs are rather rusty looking, so they've probably been in there a while. But yeah, on any GM I've ever worked on, ever, where you plug in your tack and your power and everything, that's on that side, not on this side. And you can even see the writing on it is upside down. I don't know what this vacuum port is here, but it's not hooked up to anything. Could probably stand some new vacuum lines. Yeah, she's got some T's. The air compressor does work. It's probably the original. Looks like it's a Frigid Air. Yeah, Frigid Air, code number 041081. R12. Somebody converted to R134, but they didn't do it the right way. They just put a conversion kit on it. That engine looks factory to me, and that is a factory 4-barrel intake. I think that is really, really cool. You can see the GM logo right there. GM4. Very nice. Very nice. Overall, I think the car looks like it's mostly in original condition. Mostly. A few things have been replaced here and there, but for the most part, she looks original, guys, and I think she is in really good shape. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I just took it out for a spin, got it cleaned up a little bit, and I think for the price, we did good. Well, guys, gals, I think it's about time for me to get out of here because it's finally dark enough for me to get out and enjoy driving this car. I went ahead and cleaned up the interior. I couldn't leave it, man. It was just so dusty and nasty. And with the top down, you want to show it off, man. So as you can see, we got a beautiful sunset going on out here. Sunset's reflecting off the hood of this beautiful red car. The only thing missing are the dash gauges. The dash lights don't work. I don't have any dash lights at all. That sucks. But I guess if you're driving a car like this, you don't need to know how fast you're going, right? None of that's important. Yeah, maybe it's a fuse or maybe it's the light switch. Who knows? All I can tell you is I had a wonderful time going out and picking up this car today. I hope you enjoyed sharing in this adventure with me. There's a lot more to come on the Pontiac GTO or whatever it is if it turns out to be fake. I did send off that information to that PSO or whoever it is to try to get a better idea of what this car actually is. But I'm going to leave it to you guys to comment below and tell me, did I get ripped off? Did I get taken if this turns out to be a Le Mans or a Tempest? Comment below right now.